Okay, I'm on a roll today. I just did a video on tariffs and Trump's problem with tariffs and how we're all getting shafted on that. Okay, I hope you check that out. But I'm not ashamed to say I'm a tax-paying citizen. I work for a living. I worked, I had a job, a great job. I loved the job up until September of last year. This major bank that I worked for, I won't mention, but they laid off a bunch of us. Okay, understood. In fact, we sort of saw it coming. That's the way it works. So, and by the way, the bank was very good to me with severance and so forth. I have no complaints whatsoever. But after the severance runs out, I say, hey, I'm entitled to unemployment. So I file for unemployment. Now, in Arizona, let me just say this. They pay you a whopping $320 a week for unemployment. I don't know what you can do with $320 a week. I mean, it's better than nothing. But in my home state of Kentucky, I think it's over $700 a week for unemployment. Arizona pays you nothing. Okay? They pay you nothing. So, by the way, it's been 10 weeks since my severance ended. How much have I gotten from unemployment? Zero. That's another video. It's very interesting. Very interesting. So, in checking out through the Department of Economic Security, I found this little tidbit of information. I found out that in Arizona, not only can you live on $320 a week on unemployment, and why is that? Because in Arizona, everything is dirt cheap. I mean, houses are like nothing. I mean, you can rent a 3-bedroom apartment for like $400 a month. Utilities included here in Arizona. It's everywhere. That's why everybody's moving here. I am lying through my teeth. Of course, that's ridiculous. We're not loaded here in Arizona. I mean, some people are. I'm not. Most people I know aren't. So anyway, I found this out about how rich they think you are if you make very little money in Arizona. Let me pull up this graphic. I'm going to call it SNAP or POP. SNAP is the Supplemental Nutrition Program or whatever. It says here, the state says this: if your total income of $2,300 is more than the income limit of $1,763 for your household of two, then you do not qualify. What is it talking about here? They just changed the rules for people. Used to be if you made less than $2,300, you could get some food stamps. Okay? You could get some food stamps if you made less than $2,300. But no, the state of Arizona said that is way too much money. People would have a surplus of funds because everything is so cheap now, especially since Trump says that the economy is raging, the Dow is up. I mean, everybody's talking about the Dow is up. So the Dow is up. Okay. So we're all rolling in the hay here. We've got it. We're fixed. So now they said that you make less than $2,300, you qualify. Used to be that way. Just January 1st of this year, yeah. But no more. They've changed the rules. Let's look at that again. Effective March 1st, Department of Economic Security, that's an Arizona state agency, has changed the federal poverty level from 185 to 130%. I don't know what that means. But now it means a family of two cannot make more than $1,763. If you make more than $1,763, you do not qualify for food assistance, food stamps. You're rolling in dough. What would you need state help for food if you're making a whopping $1,763 a month? I mean, before that, you could make up to $2,300 a month and then get some help. No. You're being overpaid. You don't need that much money. You can live on a lot less. A lot less. So now, if you make more than $1,763, you're out. Okay? So you have to make less than $1,763. That's for a family of two. Now, some of you folks out there, they've got 10 kids, and you're going to be rolling in dough for food stamps, okay? I have no problem with that. If you are a tax-paying citizen, an American citizen, help yourself. Get all you can, okay? But I just wanted to share this with you to show you how ridiculous some of this is. Now, are there other alternatives for people who are hungry? Yes, of course there are. And that's the way it should be, really, to be honest with you. I don't necessarily agree with the food stamp program. I think it's a part of socialism. I know the federal government's involved. Some of the funds come from them. The states are involved. I'm not all for that. I think it should be private citizens and organizations that take care of people that are hungry. If we all had jobs that made a decent living, we wouldn't need it anyway. That's another story. So I just wanted to share that with you. And here in Arizona, I mean, we're rolling in it. We don't need to make a lot of money. People can go out and make $1,763 and get some help. That's all. You make $2,300, that's way too much. You're out of luck, buddy. Thanks for watching.